Imagine a mountain that breathes fire. A mountain that can create new islands. Several volcanic islands rise no more than 1 meter, 3 feet 3 inches, above sea level, often classified as islets or rocks, while some low islands rise over 50 meters, 160 feet above sea level. Many volcanic islands emerge from the deep abyss of the ocean and feature rough or mountainous landscapes in their interiors and a diverse array of summit elevations. Volcanic islands usually range in size between 1 and 104 square kilometers, 0.4 and 40 square miles. Islands above a certain size usually have fresh groundwater, while low islands often do not, so volcanic islands are more likely to be habitable. Examples of volcanic islands. Hawaiian Islands, formed as the Pacific Plate moves over a stationary hotspot in the Earth's mantle. Iceland, formed over the mid-Atlantic ridge, where 2 tectonic plates are pulling apart. Galapagos Islands, an Ecuadorian archipelago formed by volcanic activity. Barren Island, India. India's only active volcano, located in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and yet destroy entire cities. This is the world of volcanoes, one of Earth's most powerful forces. Today, we're diving deep into what volcanoes are, how they work, the different types, their stunning constructive powers, their terrifying destructive forces, and the major volcanic zones that shape our planet. So, sit back, stay curious, and let's begin our journey into the fiery heart of Earth. A volcano is simply an opening in the Earth's crust where magma, gases, and ash escape from beneath the surface. Earth isn't a solid rock. It's like a giant pressure cooker. Beneath the crust is the mantle, a layer of molten and semi-molten rock called magma. When pressure builds up, this magma pushes upward through cracks in the crust. When magma reaches the surface, it erupts and becomes lava. You can think of a volcano like a bottle of soda. Shake it hard, the pressure increases, and once you open the lid, it erupts violently. Volcanoes behave similarly. Examples of famous volcanoes. Mount Vesuvius, Italy. Buried Pompeii in 79 AD. Mount Fuji, Japan, a symbol of Japanese culture. Mauna Loa, Hawaii, the world's largest volcano. Krakatoa, Indonesia, one of the most explosive eruptions ever recorded. Type of volcanoes. Volcanoes are classified based on their behavior, whether they erupt often, rarely, or probably never again. Active volcanoes. An active volcano is one that has erupted recently and may erupt again. These volcanoes frequently release lava, ash, gases, and sometimes pyroclastic flows. Examples. Mount Etna, Italy, one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Kilauea, Hawaii, continuously erupting for decades. Mount Merapi, Indonesia, erupts regularly, affecting nearby villages. Mount Stromboli, Italy, erupts so often it's called the Lighthouse of the Mediterranean. Active volcanoes are closely monitored because they pose significant threats to human settlements. Dormant volcanoes. A dormant volcano is like a volcano taking a long nap. It hasn't erupted in hundreds or thousands of years, but it still has the potential to erupt again. Scientists describe dormant volcanoes as sleeping giants. Examples. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, dormant for thousands of years. Mount Fuji, Japan, last erupted in 1707, but is still active underneath. Yellowstone supervolcano, USA, dormant but capable of massive eruptions. Dormant volcanoes are unpredictable. They may suddenly wake up after centuries of silence. Extinct volcanoes. An extinct volcano is one that no longer has a magma supply. It is not expected to erupt again. Over millions of years, these volcanoes erode and blend into the landscape. Examples. Edinburgh Castle Rock, Scotland, built on an ancient extinct volcano. Shiprock, USA, a volcanic plug left after erosion. Kohala, Hawaii, extinct for over 60,000 years. Although extinct, these volcanoes reveal Earth's ancient volcanic history. Constructive effects of volcanoes. Volcanoes are not just destructive, they also create life and land. Here are the constructive or positive effects. Formation of new land. Volcanoes build islands and mountains as lava cools and solidifies. Example, Hawaii, a chain of volcanic islands formed entirely from lava. Iceland, still growing because of volcanic activity along the mid-Atlantic ridge. Fertile soil. Volcanic ash breaks down into minerals, creating extremely fertile soil. Example, the slopes of Mount Vesuvius in Italy grow some of the best tomatoes in the world. Java, Indonesia, intensely farmed because volcanic soil is incredibly rich. Geothermal energy. Heat from volcanic regions is used to generate electricity. Example, Iceland runs much of its power grid using geothermal heat. New Zealand uses volcanic steam for electricity in hot pools. Tourism and natural attractions. Volcanoes attract millions of tourists every year. Examples, Mount Fuji, Japan, Mount Etna, Italy, Arenal Volcano, Costa Rica. Destructive effects of volcanoes. But volcanoes also bring catastrophic destruction. Lava flows. These molten rivers destroy everything in their path. Example, the 2018 Kilauea eruption destroyed over 700 homes in Hawaii. Ash clouds. Volcanic ash can blanket cities, poison water, and block sunlight. Example, the Eyjafjallajökull eruption, Iceland, 2010, stopped air travel across Europe for days. Pyroclastic flows. These are the deadliest volcanic hazards. Scorching clouds of gas and ash moving at 400 kilometers per hour. Example, Mount Vesuvius, 79 AD, wiped out Pompeii. Mount Pelée, 1902, destroyed the city of Saint Pierre. Lahars, volcanic mudflows. When ash mixes with water, it forms dangerous mudflows. Example, Nevado del Ruiz, Colombia, 1985. A lahar killed over 23,000 people. Climate change effects. Large eruptions release sulfur and ash that cool the Earth temporarily. Example, Mount Pinatubo, 1991, lowered global temperatures by almost 0.6 degrees Celsius. Important volcanic zones of the world. Volcanoes are not random. They occur where tectonic plates meet. Here are the major volcanic zones. The Pacific Ring of Fire. This is the most active volcanic zone in the world, forming a horseshoe shape around the Pacific Ocean. It contains 75% of Earth's active volcanoes, 90% of all earthquakes. Countries in the Ring of Fire: Japan, Indonesia, Philippines, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, USA, Alaska, California, Mexico, Chile. Mid-Atlantic Ridge. A volcanic mountain range running along the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It creates a new ocean floor through seafloor spreading. Examples, Iceland is located right on this ridge. Volcanic islands like the Azores are also part of this zone. East African Rift Valley. A region where Africa is slowly splitting into two parts. Volcanoes here include Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Kenya, Nyiragongo, known for its fast-flowing lava lake. Mediterranean Belt. Alpine Himalayan Belt. Extends through southern Europe and Asia. Examples, Mount Etna and Vesuvius in Italy. Arid volcanic regions in Turkey and Greece. This belt continues through the Himalayas into Southeast Asia. Volcanoes are reminders that Earth is alive, constantly changing, reshaping, and evolving. They can create breathtaking landscapes and cause unimaginable destruction. But by studying them, understanding their types, monitoring their activity, and identifying volcanic zones, we learn not only about volcanoes, but about the powerful forces that shape our planet. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. Thank you for watching.